Well, good morning, Hype Train. Good morning. How are y'all? How we doing today? Let me get these sub thank yous out there. Power Belly, 51 for 55 months of subbing. Crazy to me. Crazy to me. L Kirby, 36 months of subbing. Jen Makes Shapes, 35 months of subbing. Let's go. Gwen, MPH, 18 months of subbing. Naper Villain with the 5 gifties. The 5 gifted subs, Toby. I had to remove Toby from the desk just to stream today. He was not happy. Not happy. I like your shirt. It's my favorite color. It's probably one of my favorite shirts. I have to be careful not to wear this shirt every day because I like it so much. But thank you all so much for the subs and the follows and just for being here, right? You just for hanging out. Naper Villain, I appreciate the gifted subs. If you got a gifted sub from Naper Villain, give them a shout out. Check out your emotes. They're fun. Just got an email for that narwhal. Can't wait to hear your thoughts. Yeah, we will talk about this today. That was my embargo pin, if you couldn't tell. Should have just had this Toby stream. I would have left him on the desk if I could get to the keyboard without moving him, but I couldn't. Otherwise, I was going to leave him on the desk because he was sleeping. I don't understand why this is his thing to just come and like rest on my desk. And it's just crazy. It's crazy. So he's good now. He went and got his toy. He's back and he's happy. But yeah, almost let him here. You've almost got a shotgun shirt. I don't know what that means. Is this because it's like a shoulder pad type of thing? It's because you're sitting, he has to be a captive audience. Yeah, I keep thinking he just wants to get in my lap, but he doesn't. He just wants to get up here, he looks around, then he just plops right on the desk. And it's not like it's got the desk mat, so it's not cold or anything. JD Lady, 66 months of subbing. Meeting Lurk Mute. Could we have a day where the camera is mostly focused on Toby? Sure. And Toby Cam's still in the cards, right? We can still do Toby Cam one day. That's maybe an option. Maybe when on the year that I decide to rearrange the stream setup, maybe we build in the Toby Cam to that setup. So one of these years. Yeah, one day. I know. You know me well enough. Cycling through the driving snow. I was just watching snow hiking on YouTube. Seemed miserable. I want you to puppet Toby with your voice. So 2028, what are we in? 24? It's doable. It's doable, Andrew. I think so. Charlie had blueberries this morning. What did he think? What did she think? Does Toby like blueberries? I think Toby likes blueberries. Toby's favorite fruits are mangoes and strawberries. Are Toby's favorites. He will eat blueberries, though. Toby Cam, then Purple Axel. I think that's probably like the play. Love them? Nice. Good morning, folks. Time to distract me with impulse shopping instead of getting work done. Yeah. Mangoes are a fave in the house. So we just, like, my son likes to eat the frozen mangoes. So when Toby knows the sound of the bag in the freezer for the frozen mangoes. So straight to the fridge and he gets one. Straight to the fridge. So I don't know how, just preemptive. I don't know how long we're going to go today. I have a splitting headache. Like, I'm in a good mood, but I'm in a very, like, I just can't shake this headache kind of mood. So we'll go for a little bit today, but we're probably more like an hour long stream instead of like a 2 hour long stream. Pekka Purple Plumes, 18 months of subbing. Let's go. Luckily, I'm in a good mood. It's just really like a pretty strong headache. I've taken some Tylenol and we'll see how this goes, but we're going to hang for a little bit, but I'm not planning on doing too much today. So we'll get you out of here early so I can go get my work done early and then chill. So yes, I will get some rest, Celtic, for sure. I've been sick since January 8th, respiratory cough. A bunch of people around here had that too. Hope you feel better soon. Yes, self-care. Hydrate. I'm doing a bad job hydrating this morning. I got Coke Zero. I should be drinking water. Grey Web, 16 months of subbing. Hope you're doing awesome. I did not walk this morning because I was being whiny about how I felt. So I did not. Get you out of here early, college flashbacks. Yeah, so you can have a 3-day weekend. I had oral surgery and I'm sedated, but I'm here. Next in 2 weeks, I'm not having oral surgery. I'm having the cavity thing. Headaches are the worst. Yeah, I don't get them too much. It's usually allergies related, but it doesn't even seem allergy type, so. Coke Zero is literally the opposite of hydrate. I know. Facts. So yeah, I probably do need to drink some water. I drank good water yesterday. I haven't been on it today. Coke Spice. That sounds terrible. Sounds terrible. Yeah. So we'll get on the water train after this stream today. What else is going on here? Getting ready for LA next week. So I haven't thought about my schedule next week. So we're probably streaming Tuesday, Wednesday, and not Thursday. What time do I fly on Thursday? It almost doesn't matter when I fly. I still probably won't stream, but I'm curious now. Let's see here, chat. Yeah, we're not streaming next week. Tuesday. We can wait for you to get a road of water. It's going to need to rain to fill the road. How did you get a road from glass? Stream from airport? We might. Heading to a root canal, wondering what the conversation between cost of root canal to Nakayas will be. Yeah. That's a thing. Yeah. Ass swipe. I like the swipe keyboard. So yeah. All right. Well, let's do this first look at this Nahvalur. Two Nakayas. Yikes. That sounds no fun. I got to pay for my cavity, though. They told me that. My insurance doesn't cover that. It's like, why do I have insurance? It's like, whatever. All right. Let's not talk about old people problems today on the stream. Let's talk about old people bank problems and wanting to buy this pen. So Novalour just dropped the latest in their Ikkaku series, which I'm not totally sure how to pronounce. So let's see here. So they did. Let me pull this up. So I got an early look at this, which is not something I've done from Nahvalur before. So they've done several versions of this pen. They've done Rodden versions. They've done different Urushi versions. They've done a few. This is their premium lineup of their standard pens, right? So they're taking some of the shapes, like this is the Nautilus shapes, generally that long cigar rounded in shapes. And this time there's 3 colors, traditional Chinese royalty colors in these. Don Coven, 9 months of subbing, let's go. So yeah, they didn't ask me, just clarity. They sent me this pen to review. It's on loan. They didn't ask me to do any of this. I just feel like talking about it because I haven't done one of these before. Like, this is not a sponsored bid or anything like that. So there's 3 colors. So this is scallion green. And so they're all... So I found these... the best pictures I found were on stilographica.it. Casa de la Stilographica, which is a very good shop. I've bought from them before. So yeah, this is like the green and black, and you can see a little bit of the Rodden up here on the top. Are there closer up pictures? And then you have, so that's scallion green, and then you have vermilion, which is kind of the red to purple, and red, orange, and purple. Right? And then the Cinnabar red, which is pink, different shades of pink, and then the Urushi is up in the little Rodden specks up in the top here. Does this one? Yeah. So they all have the little Rodden specks up in the top here. All right, 3 colors. Which one did I get? Nembiki winner Vlad giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. So which color did I get? So I got to, they said, which one do you want us to send for you to review? Let's see. What can we give away here? How about this? How about this one? Let's give away the narwhal. I wish. So you have green. Let's call them green, red, and then the pink or cream color. Green, red, or pink. All right, so I'm gonna do this giveaway while we're deciding. So let's give away this seed A6 steel silver dust. This fits your A6 size notebooks, your Hobonichi Techos, your A6 type of things. This is really sweet. Really sweet. So let's give this away. If you think the orange is red, then pink. So, well, it's orange. I think it's mostly red. It's orange here in the middle. It's vermilion. I just call it, it's like first glance makes me think red and purple, but it's definitely orange here. And then I guess this is green. It's like a yellowy kind of green. And then this is like all these colors. Pink. Like this one's like the least amount of pink, but I still call it pink because that's what stands out. So. Oh, Boss Baker Chris, 32 months of sub. I almost missed that. Thank you so much, Boss Baker Chris. Pink, you say pink. I didn't do a poll, so I don't know who voted the most, but let's do this giveaway. So Namiki winner Vlad, thank you for the point redemption. Seed A6. Exclamation point raffle. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. Very fun A6 sized case. These Midori notebooks, if you don't use... So we originally made this at Knock for the Hobonichi Techo. But if you don't use something like that, these regular like A6 Midori notebooks would fit in here really nicely, right? So it's made around to fit an A6 size. Very, I won't say tightly, but there's not a lot of extra in here, right? And I don't have the covers tucked in, so it's probably a little bit tighter than even before then. So you can fit those in there and like a pen or two. Like you can't fit much stuff in here, which was on purpose, right? So, but if you put the covers in here, I'd have a little bit better room probably. I try not to enter the raffle when I won't use something. Are you listening, Mr. Rafflebot? You would use this. A true A6 even, right? But, like, the Hobonichi Techos fit. But one of the concepts we didn't quite account for was when people stuff them to the gills. Kind of like our Sinclairs. When your Techo ends up like this big, it does become hard to close. So... whoops. So, just one of the things. Just one of the things. I brought my pen back from the other desk so I can finally use the pen that I want when writing names on here. Oh, yeah, I got about a minute left. We're running low on Corgi stamps, so we're doing a good job here. And then we'll finish our Mandalorian stamps after that. And then we'll order some new ones. I need to see if I can find the questionable sushi again. That was definitely the move. Questionable sushi. Somebody's awake now. Like, you're funny if you think I'm going to take you out right after I started stream. Nah, he's good. He's going to chill. See, Esterbrook are releasing some kind of a Urushi pin. Let's see. Chill. All right, we'll pull that up as soon as this giveaway's done. Yes, Corgi. Drew has corgis. Hey, Rafflebot, are you an A-type paper person or a B-type paper person? That's a good... I did just tell the manager to chill. I do have to ship after this, so I should probably take it easy on him. I don't need him to give me too hard a time. All right. Where's the giveaway? Okay, let's pick a winner. Schmevelin! The one, the only Schmevelin. The Schmevelin has won. Congrats, Schmevelin. What? You win. You win. It's actually been forever, I think, since you've won. Yeah. It's certainly been a while. Yeah, okay. You haven't won in years. That's what I was thinking. See, it's because you gifted those subs yesterday. Bot knows. The bot knows, chat. All right, so you need to email me, hello@pinac.com. Tell me your shipping address. Moto Lisa, where you been? Good to see you, always. Tell me you won the A6 seed and tell me your shipping address. And then we'll be goods to go. The bot hath spoken. Missed it completely, was getting coffee. Rip. What's up, SD Redneck? All right, so we'll look at that Esterbrook one here in a minute. Oh, well, they don't have much to show, so we can look at this real quick. Work keeps interfering. Doesn't that stink? Artisan pen made for you. So Tamanuri Studio, you can see a couple little glimpses here in the background. It's gonna look cool. So it looks like we have a couple different styles. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I have not seen any previews or promos of this yet. Nor I don't know if I will. But they look nice. They look nice. Okay, so I haven't announced which color I got. So Vermilion, Cinnabar Red, Scallion Green. Scallion Green is the winner. Well, not the winner. It's not like I bought it. Scallion Green is what I picked. And one of y'all picked immediately up on Y. One of you immediately picked up on Y. The section. So that will be a definitive comment when I review it. This is my favorite looking one. I think the black section throws me off. I think this is the best looking Urushi. Yeah, it was Nobod. Nobod said it in the beginning. Immediately saw it. So it's fine. Like, it looks great. And I think this is my favorite color. But I was like, well, between that one and none of them are bad. I like all of them. I was just like, well, this one actually has a section that matches here. So I was like, let's go with this one. And you can see the Rodden a little bit better, but that was secondary. Well, and plus the green is like not something I have. This is the obvious one for me to pick. Like, this is my clear number one. This is probably mid. And this is probably one that like I would think I would least likely choose, but it's really, really nice. So let's take a look at it. Yeah, I really like this one. But I think the section was a turnoff for me. Oh, I didn't even realize this. This one has silver trim. I'm literally just noticing this now. This one has silver trim. Is that gold or rose gold? Let me see. I can't tell if these two are different or not. So definitely silver plated here. It looks regular gold, not rose gold. These two look the same. I didn't even think that. Yeah, they look gold. Do you think the section should match the barrel color where it meets the section? I mean, not necessarily. Like, we could probably go through the pins that I have now, and it's probably not something I've thought about that much. But I did thinking about it on this one for this particular pin. I don't think it's that big a deal. But I'm saying that is specifically why I made the choice that I made. But, like, in the end, like, it wouldn't bother me at all. But I did notice it instantly on these, and I was like, well, let me just do this one because I think it flows a little bit better. So, all right, let's unbox it here. So, I'm thinking at this price, it should be a bigger consideration. Maybe. I mean, I will definitely be mentioning that when I'm reviewing. I am going to review this pen. I have it on loan for about a month, so I've been using it. So I've already unboxed it and inked it up and been using it because I am doing a review on it, so I need to get started on it, which means I need to use it. What's up, Zane's dad? This is regular wooden box. So this is another. Is the wood box good quality? I don't even know how to define that. It feels woody and nice. Piston or converter? They're converters. Not a lot of not a lot of companies make piston filling Urushi pins. There's a few, but a lot of the Urushi pins generally aren't, but some are. You can usually like an aftermarket thing. What kind of joins does it have? Yeah, angles. So this is how it shipped. Came in the narwhal sleeve. So here's another thing that immediately goes on the list. So we have, it came in the sleeve like this. I'll show you the specifics of this. They should not ship any pin with a metal button. Like, to even consider that I would put this pin anywhere near this metal button is like not something that should happen, right? Like, we can just keep it in the box like this, right? So I don't know, like, they don't have to send it in these. Like, I wouldn't, but it doesn't clamp in. Like, you know how some boxes you can clamp it in? It's recessed in the box, but it doesn't like stay in. So when it ships, it's going to move around. I would figure out some other way. Like, this is just extraneous at this point. But you can't even suggest that this is a good idea to carry your pen in. So, like, that looks great, right? That looks great. Yeah, it would definitely be more befitting of a kimono type of thing, but you don't have to do this, right? Figure something else out. Is it less annoying than the Visconti flap? It actually is, because this is easy just to... Brad, was that one of the secret pins in the orange case? Yes, this is the last of the secrets pin. So, this is their Urushi lacquered finish. It's really nice. I like the distressed layers of green, right? So you get different depths, and it's almost like brush strokes that were done on here into a gradient, which I like the look of all of these pens for that gradient type of reason. And then this one transitions into, so it transitions from green into black and then back into rodden. So it's a pretty cool aspect of it. And this model, you can see the rodden more than in the other two models. So then uncapping, black section, and then 14K nib. What did I get? I think I got a fine on here, and the nib's been really good. So it is a cartridge converter fill. So standard international converter. And there you go. So the size, shape, weight, all of that is all really, really good. So it feels great. Looks good. So writing wise, is the section Urushi? I can't tell. And like it feels like it. It feels lacquered, which I would hope it is. But is it funny that I can't tell? I don't know. I'm gonna email them and ask them. It might. Is it weird that I can't tell? It makes me think they're not because of the way they did the other ones. So maybe not. So that will be a question I have back to them. It does have a little bit different sheen. It's a little bit brighter, and this is a little bit duller. So it's probably not. I like it more than my original impression. That's a good way to put my thoughts, Guinness. Yeah, I probably Naperville, and they're probably not, since they are a different color. And they do, like, they look different. So I don't think it is. But it's hard for me to not be, like, super definitive about it. But it's probably not, because you can tell they're a different color here. From the black to the grip. So the nib, I am digging their gold nibs. I don't own one of these yet, but I got to test one in the Bad Bunny. That's what I'm calling that. What was that bunny that Enigma Stationery did? Kimberly reviewed it. And I really liked the gold nib on that one. I got to use that one for a while. So I am liking these nibs. Get some paper here. So this is the one I inked up with the green Bungu Box ink that I can't pronounce. Suyu Hikari. Has Ralph started tuning their nibs? I couldn't have less of a clue. Is he still actually involved with them? You're asking questions that are out of my pay grade. I have no idea. Like, I forgot that was even a thing. What can we use here? What would be good here? Let's do Tomoe. How much? So 573 euros. What's that make it? I'm only looking at the Stilo site. I haven't seen them come up on the American sites yet because of time zone differences. So let's see. Whoops, that's me. So, God dang it. 573 euro. Oh, psych. Yikes, around 600. I mean, that's, yeah. It's expensive for sure. But that's the Urushi and Rodden thing. Just the amount of time they take to make them. Yeah, $617 currently. My wife just said that's a pretty good price for Urushi. I mean, it just depends, right? Like, you're pay more than the results with Urushi. What you pay for with Urushi, like, is the artisanship and craftsmanship, is time. Like, any Urushi pen just takes time to make, and that's where the money comes in. The expense comes in. That's why when you see like $300 and $400 Urushis, like there was some, like, who did one? Enso did one recently. Like, that's crazy inexpensive. Like, the cheapest Nakayas used to be like $500 for just like a single color. So I do like the nibs on here. So this is probably take a second to start because I was waving it around. I think this is a fine nib. So there's the nib. And what they're doing, the way they design these nibs, they're a little bit more squared off, like just a stock nib. Then they have a little bit more square tipping than rounded tipping, which I kind of like. It's this gosh, I can't pronounce this one. Suyu Hikari. It's kind of like a matcha green tea. Yeah, this is why I was thinking all gold green the other day. But the nib has good bounce and it has good shape to it. Like, I like that it's not a round tipping. And it has a little bit of give to it. So it feels great. So yeah, it's good. I like it. So yeah, I wanted to do a green ink. I was either this or like, I have hemp, Van Ness pens, hemp, gold nib. Yes, 14K nib. So overall, positive experience. Definitely some questions about it, like price being the big kicker. The grip section is a question mark to me. You know, I'd want full Urushi in the grip section. The work on it looks great. The finish, the craftsmanship on the Urushi looks fantastic. I like the style. I like the feel of the pen. I like all Urushi pens because they're generally lightweight, right? So it feels good. I like this. I like the Nautilus shape anyway, right? This shape is great for me. Like, I could write with this pen all day long. It's light. How is the Urushi in the threads? I have no idea. I don't know how to quantify that. It's a cartridge pen in the shape of a Nautilus, yes. So it's not a Nautilus. It's just that shape. You know, the rounded ends. Like, I just call it a Nautilus out of habit. Like, I see this shape, I think Nautilus, even though the Nautilus is a piston and has portholes in it. 8 out of 10? Wow. I never really grade things like that. Probably 7. But I would have to think about it. Is the clip gold colored? Yes. Do you own a Nautilus? No, they've all passed through my hands onto Jeff or Sarah or Kimberly. But I will own a Nautilus. I think they call that style the Voyager. Makes sense. Yeah, but like, I can't grade this on that kind of the par scale, because that's definitely more of a longer term. And this is like a brand new initial thoughts. How would I rate it? I'd rate it like more positive than negative. Is green with silver trim a faux pas? I'd have to see it to be sure, but gold goes so much better with green. Voyage models of piston? Interesting. Yeah, I want to get, how does price affect rating? A decent amount on new products. On new products, price is definitely part of the consideration. I don't think this is priced bad. Actually, I think it's priced well. It's just, it's a clearly a not for everyone pen, right? Like so that's how you got to think about it. Like Nate Champion, for what it is, I think it's fairly priced. But what you're asking me is to spend that kind of money, and I have a lot of, if I'm spending that kind of money, I have a lot of different options that might solve my needs a little better or worse, right? It's a different kind of game you're playing at this price point, right? Because if you're even considering this, you're in a different bracket of from most people. So you probably have an understanding of what's available. And then if you start trying to compare it to those other things in that price bracket, it's not going to stand up for me. Right? So, there you go. So that's the thing, is like when I'm reviewing a pen, that's why it's really difficult to say good, bad, right? Because it's very gray. It's not that black and white. So it's so much context around pens of this price point, right? A $50 pen, I can tell you, like, go for it or skip it. Like, that's a much easier decision. So this will be more, when I review it, this is more of a context-based review, and you have choices, right? Yep. This is some nice ink. I just had to break this ink out. I don't use this ink enough because I always use Ackerman number 28, but gosh, it is good. Feels to me if you want Urushi and Rodden at a better price than Nakaya, then this is an option. But if you're starting from budget, there are so many other places to go. Yeah. I think that is an attractive pen, but you're closer to the price of an 823 plus a Bokumundu treatment. Right. Like, I'm interested. So who's the person that is sending the Rodden 823s to the California Pen Show that Nick's going to have? I mentioned this the other day, and I don't know if y'all saw the pictures. I can see if I can find them online. I don't know how much those are, but I'm curious. Do you use other Nahvalur pens? Yes. I've used all of the pens. It might be Hui. He's in Vietnam. Yeah, but he's sending pens over for the show. Yeah, if you can get the Instagram handle, I'll pull them up what I'm talking about. Whoa. Camera. It's beautiful. Like, and I have no idea how much they would be. So, I'll be reviewing this. Oh, look at Tokyo Station. I didn't even see you in there. Tokyo Station pens. This was my other secret pen. So now, these are around the same price. And you get it's a completely different experience, right? How much is the Kakari? Isn't it around 600? So this is a good comparison when you're talking about price and your expectations and what you're trying to get for like the premium, for a premium product, right? Like, and how can you even say, yeah, 600 base, right? So like, how can you say this pen is better than this pen or this pen is better than this pen? Those are not fair. Those are not accurate. That's the wrong question to ask. It is, how does this pen fit your needs versus how does this pen fit your needs? Like, because given the price is what it is. So that already answers a lot of the bracket, right? And so then you have to determine, this is where like your personal stuff comes in, right? So sorting that out at that price point is a tough thing. And especially when if I'm going to do like a written review of a product. So it's a good conversation to have because there is no answer to any of these questions. It's just context and opinion and need and fit, like all these things. So it's good stuff. This is why I like this so much, like this hobby so much, because it's infinite. Like what we can do is infinite, and 99% of it might not be for you, but when you find the one thing, it changes things, right? And so it's good for me as someone who reviews products to review a wide range of products, right? And I still don't keep my opinions out of it. I definitely like to talk about how something works for me and how something doesn't work for me, but that's not a judgment on always whether it would work for you or not. Now, if I come across a product that's just technically poor design, yes, that's different. But whether I like this pen or like this pen doesn't mean you're gonna like this pen, right? It's a completely different category and way to experience this. So there you go. If I keep going, they'll just be more rambling. So so yeah, it's good. It's good. I really enjoy the talk about how you review things on the podcast. It's refreshing. Yeah, it's a lot to think about. And like sometimes you get going down one path and it's hard to get out of that path. And I've tried to do better with that over the years. And it took it's really a process, at least it has been for me, to think about outside of my usage, what is the important things to talk about outside of whether I like the pen or not. Because in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter whether I like the pen or not. It's that I'm giving you information to decide if this is something you're interested in. Right? Like I said, the harshest critic I will be if something is technically flawed. That's black and white. If something's technically flawed, that is a very black and white statement I will make. Outside of that, we're all different. We're all different. All right, this is the part of the show where you should avert your eyes. 3, 2, 1. This is the not safe for wallet. NSFW. We need pin shirts that say NSFW, not safe for wallet. Yes. Not safe for wallet. So these are going to be at the California Pin Show. I'm definitely going to take a look. I have no idea how much these cost. Does anyone know? Yeah, Diaper Villain, I don't know. So this is the one I saw, some new 823s. So these are all 823s. So they're all vacuum filled, right? So they do have a piston separator here. Yeah, like this is definitely like if you have to ask, you can't afford it type of situation. Toasty, I'm watching Toasty. I'm going to keep my eyes on Toasty. Are we over 1,000? It has to be, right? They were pretty dang reasonable. If it's under $1,000, I'm probably going to have a problem. I don't know. We'll have to see. So the 823 base, an 823 base is $300. And then the Urushi work, which is heavy duty, the Rodden work is probably another $500-$600. What's your limit, Brad? I don't have a limit. I have a sanity check. So it's different. right? I have no limit, but it's a sanity check. Yeah, so what he got known for, like what CY is saying, and how I became familiar with them was, let's see if they're on here, was this work, right? Which pen gets booted from the PA100? Several. This is if I end up with one of these pens, which I really don't need. I'm not that much of desire into one of those pens, right? Like I love them. I don't know if I would use it enough. If I bought one of those pens, we're selling a bunch of pens. So this is how I became familiar with them, was from making the nib holders. That one takes its own drawer. Yeah, the whole box. So I've become, number one, I'm content with what I have. Number two, price doesn't drive me as far as like desire type stuff. It's just more how a pen makes me feel, right? And then the price is secondary. I'm not saying I only buy inexpensive pens or I only buy expensive pens. I'm saying that in my calculations, which is I understand is a place of good fortune. I'm not saying price doesn't matter. Like I have no desire to have like very expensive pens. My desire is to have something that's meaningful to me. Or not even meaningful, even just like technically enjoyable to use, right? Like so CY sent me this pen, right? I wasn't sure that I was going to like this pen because of the weight. I've gotten to test them. I got an alpha version of it. I wasn't sure how I was going to like this pen. Somehow CY has my writing experience dialed in pretty well. And I've only sat with him once. And the way my Pro Gear Slim writes, these are two very different pens, or very different nibs and very different writing experiences. When I inked this up and wrote with it, it kind of stopped me in my tracks. And I'm not being hyperbolic, because I didn't think it would work for me. And those are the biggest surprises for me. Right? I didn't think a bigger, heavier pen would work with a nib this fine. And I would take one of this over 10 of the Urushi Novalours. Birmingham Ironside. I did get to test one of those, and it like wasn't bad. Like this pen and nib combination actually changes how I write in a positive way. It's slower. It's more intentional. It fits me. So this is what I want in a pen. Something that changes my mind about not just writing, not just feel, not just the purposeful stuff. The technical aspects and understanding of why something works. Especially when it changes my like opinion on what works for me. So, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's so personal, right? Which I think is why we like all this stuff. This is so personal, right? Like, we can talk about stuff all day long. I love talking about stuff. Love talking about stuff. But this is so personal, right? And the things that you know, check all my boxes. Like when that stuff lines up, it can't be beat. You just can't beat it. Especially when it's a surprise. I love being surprised. So anyway, I'm actually getting emotional talking about this stuff because it means a lot to me. And it's not just, hey, look at the shiny new expensive thing, right? Like we could do whatever. Like I don't care. Yes, so CY on CY saying it now, but I noticed on the Instagram, I think it was on the Instagram or was it the newsletter? So CY is going to have some prototypes at the California Pen Show. You have to ask to see them. It's a secret. It's like a code word. It's a code word. We need a code word, CY. So, anyway, oh look at these. Sorry, I'm still on this page. Look at that. This is what I first followed this account for. The Nibsith, code word Gundam, code word Pen Addict. Only people who know Brad's passport name. That it actually came up yesterday in chat. Someone said something. Are there non-pen things that make you feel that way as well? Yeah. Books and art and music. Like the creative stuff. Books, art, music. Brand Downey. That is y'all really. So that was the actual real secret from the DC Pen Shows. That was my official government name, was Brand Downey. So yeah, I've been lying to y'all this whole time. All right, let's do another giveaway. Wow, this went a place that I didn't think it was gonna go today. I'm here for it. I need to get my Brand Downey badge and put it here. Brad, in your February 19th Pen Addict newsletter, you wrote something that stuck with me about acquiring new products. What about this makes it someone else's favorite? And the follow-up was, these are products I want to learn more about, then I want to buy them. Yeah, that's taken a long time to realize when I write about this stuff. Is like I have my, like, talking about like opinions and likes and dislikes. And it's more interesting to me these days to understand why someone else likes the products and getting to hear them have the conversation with me that I just had with y'all. That's what gets me going about doing this. Like, I can tell y'all about products all day long. I can review every product under the sun. And I will. I'm working on that. There's a list. But what makes me keep going is hearing you tell me why some random pen is your favorite. And yeah, I really believe that. So thank you for pointing that out, Sir Cobalt. Yeah, when someone tells me they have a favorite pen, like, I want to hear about it. So, and this is a, this is a thing that comes over time, right? I've been on my journey for so long that I feel like reasonably settled, even though I can still be surprised, right? Clearly, that's the beauty of this, is I can still be surprised to this day. That's why I love doing what I do. But hearing about other people's journeys, that's the point of my life I'm at it now. I did give you a hard time on the iron side. Yeah, but I came around, right? I think how I came around on that is, I think in Atlanta last year, someone had one, and I was like, you know what? I get it. I get it now. Plus, I give you a hard time just because that's my thing. Because we're gonna have fun with it. Super Bowl party this weekend? No. I'm in a pickleball tournament all weekend. Shocker. I know. I love you too. I love all y'all. I don't care who wins the football game. So, I will. Will I watch it? I will. I'll probably watch some of the ads. Who's doing the halftime? Is it Usher? Usher doing the halftime? I saw that you backed the Notorious Style Kickstarter. Would you think this is a good starting point? I should try something else. I can't say until I have it. I'm not advanced enough in that space to be able to say, hey, you should try this. Sir Cobalt might be. Sir Cobalt, should people back the Notorious Style Kickstarter solo journaling TTRPG sight unseen if they've never been in this space? All right, see you, Gwen. Mardi Gras. What are we talking about? Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras now, right? Yeah, Mardi Gras now. It's been it's been a long time since I've been to Mardi Gras. I grew up in Baton Rouge, for those who didn't know. So I grew up going to New Orleans. In Baton Rouge, at school, you got Mardi Gras break and you got spring break. So we had like 2 weeks of vacation. We had like a vacation in February and then like a April vacation as well. So we'd get a week off for Mardi Gras, even in Baton Rouge. You backed it. It really depends on if you like the theme of the game. I mean, the theme of the game is clearly right up my alley. So I was like, sure. Like that's a good time for me to make my first jump. Like the timing lined up. Parade this weekend in St. Louis, second largest celebration after New Orleans. Nice. I think I've heard that before there, Lenny. That's awesome. What dice do you need for Dead Ball? I'll have to pull it up, but it was the basics. There was nothing. There was nothing outside of a basic set that you needed. I'm trying to remember. You're buying a king cake this weekend? King cakes are so good. God, that's something I miss. Yeah, Houston's another good place to get like king cakes and food. And y'all are making me hungry. All right, I said I was going to do a giveaway. Let me clean my desk a little bit here. King cake is the best. Have a great weekend, Brad. Hey, by the way, I'm reading Deliver Me from Nowhere, Making of Springsteen's Nebraska album. Interesting. I need to get into my next book. Probably needs to be Root Rot. Oh, speaking of Root Rot, Sarah's book. Where's my phone? Check this out. 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Yes, thank you, Sir Cobalt. Are you going to try Dice United game 2? I don't know that one offhand. I have a bunch of games that I need to try. I want to start a different game from Dead Ball. Even though I like Dead Ball, I just still want to try. Let me read y'all an email. Slumber and don't go yet, because you'll like this. So this is funny. Where did it go? I meant to save this morning. So yesterday, I'm clicking. Okay. So yesterday, real quick, Dice United is a soccer-based solo dice game. Interesting. I'll have to try it. All right, so we're talking about books, and we always talk about Sarah, Inkwell Monster, who has a real job that she can't always be at the stream. So yesterday, I was talking about my tooth. Like, I got to get I have a cavity for the first time in decades. So in a couple weeks, I got to get it filled. Then I was thinking about Root Rot, Sarah's book, because like the artwork, I haven't read it yet, so I haven't read the story yet. But the artwork on the cover is like almost like a tooth fairy, witchy demon looking character, and they have like a pile of teeth. So I was like, it was Sarah's fault that I got a cavity. Apparently Sarah watches the YouTube recap because I got an email about me calling her out yesterday. So this is from Sarah. I thought I would read this to y'all. And a message for the stream fam. While I can't be with you all on live streams, I'm with you in spirit and later on YouTube. So a few things. No, I am not responsible for Brad's cavity. Despite my proximity to the tooth fairy, I have no influence over his tooth health. However, should he lose the tooth, I'll put in a good word. Maybe she won't steal all his teeth and grind them into porridge, but maybe she will. I don't know. As for my being a witch, I plead the fifth. Thank you, Tess, for talking them out of burning me. I stand you too. If y'all are going to make a voodoo doll of me and stick nibs in it, make sure it's gold nibs. Ideally, pilot or platinum. Thank you. So that's from Sarah. It's from yesterday's stream. So I better watch what I say now. I might be the one getting the voodoo doll. So that was fun. So thank you, Sarah. Love you. Hope your job's going well. And sorry that you have to miss us, but hey, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. So that was funny. She sent me that this morning, or yesterday, when she sent me her review for today on the blog. So that cracked me up. I'll still find a way to blame her, though. Can I get some teeth made into a blank? Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, yes. You probably could. And that's not something anyone wants to think about. Isn't a platinum gold nib an oxymoron? Is that how you would define that? Is that what an oxymoron would be? Rup 8888. I think I got the right amount of 8s in there. Welcome. All right, let's do a giveaway here. All right, let's see. What can I give away? Giving away a case. Yesterday we gave away a notebook. A couple of notebooks this week. A pen holder. I guess I haven't done a pen in a while. Let's do a pen. I'm not giving away the Novalour or the Cusadio. God, you see what's gonna have to tell me how to pronounce it. I'm just gonna say the makers of the Kakari. I can kind of pronounce that. All right, let's find a pen or something to give away. What are some of these? I don't know if I can give this away. I probably shouldn't give away someone else's prototypes. It's probably a bad idea. What is this? It's a Barney pen. Faber-Castell. What is this one? Okay, let's do this. And this. Yeah, clicky pen. An interesting clicky pen too. A very good one that gets absolutely no run. So let me make space here for it. All right. Cusado. Thank you, Glyph. Cusado. All right. So this is the Zebra Sarasa clip. Fancy pen. I don't know what the name of this one is. But this is the upgraded barrel for the Sarasa clip. It has the same... uses the same refill, which is an exceptional refill, in a metal barrel pen. How much are these? These are more expensive than you think. Zebra Sarasa Grande. Yes. Exceptional pen that gets absolutely no love. Don't make me send another voice file. I probably need that one. Probably a 0.5 refill here. 16 euro. Yeah, see, I was thinking they were close to $20 here. 0.4 millimeter. Nice. About 15. So we're going to give this one away. Here's a black one. They come in a few different colors. I think I've given away a red one before. I can't speak highly enough about this pen. It's really good. And then we'll include a set of the Pen Addict notebooks. I think I paid $12 for mine. Yeah, that would be a good deal. 12 would be like a no-brainer. They're really good. You just got to buy refills for it. All right, so Zebra Sarasa. All right, this giveaway is open. Exclamation point raffle. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. Clip gets in the way of their thumb. Yeah, I could see that. If you hold it the wrong way, it definitely gets in the way. You definitely have to turn it the right direction. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. I need that fast talking guy to do my little chat. Japanese is a flat language. There's no inflection in words. Yeah, I do have to think about that. I love Sarasas, and everyone I've checked is pretty darn light, fast, and waterproof. Interesting. I don't think I've ever tested them for that or looked at that. Oh, I would love to learn Japanese. I just have a list of things I need to do before that gets on the list. 0.7 millimeter black and jet pins is only $8.25, and then the other colors are $15. Interesting. Yeah, the motor mouth guy. I probably just need to record it and speed it up. Ow. Ow. Creaking and croaking around here. So what notebooks are those? So I made these for... They're essentially knock notebooks that we made for a Pen Addict Kickstarter. I forget which year. I'd have to open them up. They say on the back on the inside. I can't remember which year we did these. But they have an orange dot dash grid. They're really nice. They're fountain pen friendly, and they have this cool color. So these were notebooks that I made at Knock for a Pen Addict project. Do I have a loose one? It's probably like 2018, 2019, something like that. I don't see one. They are good quality notebooks. All right, y'all got about 30 seconds left. Shibas. Anyone have advice for tracking down a rogue beeping in a small office space? No. Sarasa Camel Yellow is a fantastic gel color. I have not tried that one. That sounds something I would like. Sounds like something I would like. All right. Giveaway is over. Let's pick a winner. The Poor Penman. This is formerly a competitor to the Poor Penman. Are you still allowed to receive this product, Paul? Are you allowed to use Zebra products? Maybe. I know you are. Last time it was the unis. That's what I thought. You always win the competition. I was thinking that last time. Todd allows it. Okay, Todd allows for it. Todd says it's okay. I was thinking it was. That's so funny. Who does the Poor Penman work for? No one anymore, but he used to work for Pentel. Actually, he did a great job getting me some cool stuff for like the St. Jude raffles. If you ever saw like Pentel products in the St. Jude stuff, there was some cool stuff there. Sugar Turtle Studio. This is a great pen. Hey, congrats on your rainbow pen case restock. It was really. I always like seeing that Instagram. When all the products are loaded up there, it was really good. I want more fountain pens, but my budget this moment will not let me. Well, you don't have to spend too much to get a great fountain pen. I mean, you can the Platinum Preppy at $5 still may not be in the budget right now, which is good. What do you call it? It's income you don't need to spend, but you can get some good writers for not that much money. Or save your money. That's also the good choice too. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do a raid because my headache is not getting better. If you can't tell, I keep I keep going like this. So we'll go see our friend Eric today. Yeah, it's not a bad thing. I don't have a migraine coming on. I get migraines maybe twice a year or so. This is not one of them. It's just an annoyance. I'm in the annoyance stage, so we're good. You can tell we had fun. Streaming today despite the headaches. Yeah, it wasn't bad. Like once I got into it, it was not bad. But now once I've stopped, I'm like, ugh. Water. Yes, I'm going straight to get some water for sure. I'll be here next week on Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday at 10 a.m., Wednesday at 10:30, Thursday no stream because I will be heading out to California for that California Pen Show. Otherwise, I'll be around. So we'll be back next week. We'll have a podcast next week. Pretty regular schedule next week, despite Thursday. So after that, we'll talk about California Pen Show prep next week. So be good. Y'all go say hey to Eric, and I'll talk to you later.